To get started, we'll start by creating your characters and getting you all ready to play. But yeah, welcome back to our game of old school Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Iken. I'll be your DM. You are all here to play as players. So we'll get your characters ready to go and then we'll start playing, of course. No one here is really new, so I'm not gonna properly introduce the game quite yet for Brian until he joins the game that he will play. But the rest of you already know how this goes, so we'll get straight into character creation. I think that for some of you, you're not sure of what happened in the last few adventures, but it appears that most adventurers around the region of Jenkston that have been either killed, captured, or routed, right? Now, if you want to continue playing as your old character from Jenkston, it is a possibility. If they're still not killed or captured, but just routed, they might have gone somewhere else to continue adventuring elsewhere. Otherwise, we did attempt a new adventure in a completely different area with a completely different crew yesterday, but they completely failed in their first adventure. They made 0 to no progress, right? So that there's no survivors, no record of what they had accomplished or what they were up against technically. So there's complete hard reset there. Today, however, we do have some players that have old characters that are not yet killed. So I think that would be the players. Maybe let's see. J-Man, you still have the character Jeff, maybe, or is he dead?
He wasn't dead, but he had 0 hit points. I'm just gonna roll a new character. He's gonna retire and live among the refugees as long as he can.
Sure, yeah. And does anyone else have an old character that's still alive and able to adventure?
Yeah,
You do, Silk? What's his name? Do you want to continue as your old character?
if he's still alive.
What? You said Sylvia?
Z X Y U.
Oh, it's you. Okay, let me double check. And then C, I think your character James might be alive still too.
Yeah, he is, but I'd like to play with a new one.
Okay. So yeah, Silk, if you want to continue as you, right? He last left off around the village of Jenkston. So if we start the adventure with, if you want to continue as you, right, who is a old adventurer, the idea is that you'll start somewhere relatively safe if Zio is of course able to escape if he had a place to go. He left off, I think, at the ruins, the southwestern ruins of Jenkston, which are actually overrun. So he had little to nowhere to go. And possibly was either killed or captured in that case. He might have fled somewhere, but if he had nowhere to flee, then of course he would be caught, right? So, what do you think, Silk? Do you want to struggle on and see if Sio's still out there, or do you want to just move on and create a new character?
I'll just make a new character.
Okay, very well. I think the majority here, I think everyone basically is making a new one today. So, you guys know the process. Go ahead and join the Play by Post channel. You're going to use the usual commands, so I'm going to post them. And of course, if you're using your own dice, you have to roll and then post your results. Okay. So otherwise, you're going to use those commands. Right? So go ahead and start rolling when you're ready.
So wait, do I need to use the camera to show you how I roll or what?
Yep, just like how I do it when I show you my rolls. I just record on the screen, show you guys my rolls.
Yeah, hold on, I'll try. Okay.
Yep, so you just roll and record each stat and post it on the chat.
16.
To keep it organized, before you click enter, type it all at once. That way it does not get messy and
Oh,
lost.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just edit the message.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks. But yep, once you guys finish rolling your dice, we can move on to the rest of your character information. And whoever finished rolling first, I'll start with you. Alright, Jamin, you've got 14, 9, 16, 14, 13, 8. What class are you taking?
Sorry, I thought I wasn't muted. Yeah, so 14 strength gives me what? I know 16 wisdom gives me a bonus of some sort.
Yeah, 14 plus 1. Plus 1 adjustment.
Okay. Damage only? Or attack?
Damage.
Okay.
What class do you want to play?
I was thinking cleric.
Okay.
That's 16 wisdom, right?
Right. It says that you rolled
Now,
3 hit points. You have a plus 1 adjustment.
Yep.
For your money, you
Okay,
scored
so
8
4
coppers. Alright. Do you have any preferences on equipment that you start with?
I want to just get a basic supply of cleric stuff. Now I know clerics don't have to put certain equipment with them, right? Or at least not now.
One more time?
Sorry. I know clerics don't have to equip certain equipment on like actual clerics, right? So can you give me a smattering of stuff that I might need? That would be good.
Yeah. So you're gonna want a...
I know I need sackcloth, sandals, and belt. I already have that, so that's 3. So that's 5 left.
Yep. Alright, you're gonna need a holy symbol of sorts. A silvered one will cost you 3. A wooden one will cost you 1.
I'll do a wooden.
Okay. Alright. You're down to 4 coppers. As a cleric, it's your job to help deal with the undead. So buying supplies and tools to help you deal with the undead is very important. Some things that can help you could be like wooden stakes against vampires or silver-tipped arrows against lycanthropes and certain undead. Let's see.
Or if can I get a silver tip dagger? Would
Sure.
that be okay?
You don't have
Or
enough
is that-
money for one though. It's cost 6 coppers for a silver dagger. You have 4 coppers, which can
Okay.
afford you a silvered knife and a sheath for
Sure,
3
sure.
total. Okay.
And I got 1 left. 2 left.
Nope, you've got 1 left now.
Oh.
Yep, because the
I'll
knife
buy
is
rations.
silver, it costs 2, and the sheath is 1. And you cannot buy rations because you have nothing to carry it with.
Yeah, I'll buy 1 ration. Oh. How many do I thought so? That's 5 for the 5 after sackcloth, sandals, and belt. Wooden holy bull is 1. So that's 4. Silver knife would be how much is a spear? Is that
1,
deep?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 1 copper left. A spear is 3. You already spent a lot on your weapon. You bought a silver
Never mind. I'll
knife.
just get a knife. Yeah, I'll just get a knife.
I know, but you have 1 copper left and you cannot get rations because you have no way to carry it.
Okay. Let me see. I guess I'll get a sack and hope someone can buy the rations.
Okay. Alright, last step is your name.
Kent. That's gonna be KENT.
One more time.
It's gonna be Kent, but it's gonna be KHENT.
KHENT, okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Alright. For those who are waiting their turn, it would be very good if you are ready on your turn. So if it's not your turn yet, this is a good time to make sure you're ready. So know what you want on your turn, right? If it's not already your turn. That way it will save everyone else or save us all a lot more time, right? We can get the risk quicker. Okay. Of course, if you're the first player to go, you don't really have a lot of time to think about it, but everyone else you do, right? So, all right. Next up is gonna be Silk. All right, so Silk, you got very lucky today. What class are you thinking? Hello? Silk? Silk, are you there? All right, we'll come back to you. Let's see who's next. Okay, see, you're next. Looks good. See, do you know what class you're thinking?
Yeah, I'll be a fighter again.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have any preferences on equipment?
Yeah, but first I have a question. How important are clothes?
Very important. Your clothes protect you from the environment, represent your social status, and let's see. Yeah, they allow you to, of course, do normal things better, right? Like sandals, you can march without cutting your feet and slowing down. Your belt allows you to wear things in your waist. Your sackcloth will protect you from the environment, like disease, which is very common, and bugs and insect bites, and all sorts of bad things, right? If you're not clothed.
All right, but like the cheapest clothes, how much do they cost?
Yes,
Total?
it's 3 coppers total for a sackcloth and a belt and sandals. Basic clothes.
Amazing. And to survive, do I need anything else?
Yes, you're recommended to get a weapon at the very least, so you can hunt
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
you rolled money with 13, so it's really good. So what kind of weapon are you thinking?
I'm thinking either poleaxe or polearm. Like, what's the practical difference between them?
Right. A poleaxe is better and it's more specialized against shields, okay? A polearm is more of just a more versatile blade, right? So a polearm is like a billhook, right? So a more basic version.
Okay.
And then a poleaxe is more specialized, okay?
What about the fire lance?
The fire lance is similar to a spear, but it has a small cannon on it. You'll need ammunition and a tinderbox to use it, or a torch. It's a very specialized piece of equipment.
But I can still use it as melee.
You could, yeah.
And it would still deal 2d6.
No, that is the gun damage if you were to fire a bullet from it.
Oh. Okay. Is the arming sword one-handed?
Yes. It is the same as a sword. It is
Okay,
less
how
versatile than a
much does
sword.
a shield cost?
A shield is 5.
5. Okay. So if I got a shield, that would leave me with 5 more coins.
Alright, well,
For
if you need
what-
more time to think about what you want, we'll come back to you. Okay?
I think I know now.
Okay.
I'll get like the basic set of clothes
Of
and
course.
a shield and a hand axe.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. Oh, and my name will be Billy.
Okay. Alright, before we move on from your turn, out of your 13 copper pieces, you only spent, let me double check, because a hand axe is only 3 coppers, I think. Yeah, oh, it's 5, okay. Alright then. 5 plus 5 is 10. Yeah, 13. That's all your money. Okay, good to go. All right. And you rolled 2 hit points with a +1 adjustment from your constitution, so you got 3. Nice. Good job. All right. Moving on. Star's turn. Okay, so Star, do you know what class you're taking?
I'm sorry, can you just repeat the classes again?
Yeah,
Like,
sure, no
quickly.
worries. Yep. Cleric, Fighter, Magic User, Thief, Dwarf, Elf, Halfling, Ranger, Paladin.
Um,
You want a
can I be
recommendation?
an elf?
You can. Yep.
Can elves fight? Or no?
Yes, they can. Their
Well, you
their
have
job
to be
is
a
to
level
fight.
1 demi-human first.
Pardon?
Sorry.
You can still fight as a level 0.
Still fight.
Every character can. But elves are able
Okay,
to
wait,
fight
I have a
well and use
question.
magic in the future, right? Yes, what's your question?
Wait, elves can use magic in the future?
Yes, once you're level 1 or 2.
Okay, yeah, I'll be an elf.
Okay. All right. Do you have any preferences
Wait,
on
can I
equipment?
please buy
Yeah.
some stuff?
Yeah.
Can I get some clothing?
Of course.
Can I get a bag? A rucksack?
Knapsack, sure.
And a small dagger?
Okay.
Is that possible?
A dagger and a
Yeah,
sheath?
that's it.
Okay. All right, just a moment. Three, 4, 5, 8. You only spent 8 coppers. You have 1 left. Do you want to save it or do you want to spend it? There's something we need for the group
I
if
wanna
you
save
buy
it.
rations. Okay, you want to save it?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Okay. Sure. What's your name?
NILAH.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Next is Tulio. All right. So, Tulio, what class are you thinking?
I'm going thief.
Thief. Okay. Any particular equipment you want?
Yeah, just basic clothes, torch, tinderbox. I want a shield.
Okay. Sure. Think you can afford it? Let me double check. So you said clothing, you said a shield, and then you want torches, tinderbox, and K-sack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you spent 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 coppers.
Yeah, I'll buy 3 rations.
Okay. Alright, name?
BOTUNDE.
BOTUNDE. Okay. Thank you. Did you pick a class?
Yeah, thief.
Thief. Okay, thanks. Alright, back to Silk. Silk, we left off with figuring out what class you want.
Yeah, I want to be a fighter.
Okay. Any
And I
particular
gotta go
equipment?
after I create my character, if that's okay.
Usually, if you cannot play the game, you cannot make a character. So we are gonna scrap it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright,
All right. See you later. Thanks for trying.
bye.
Bye. Thanks for trying. Yeah. Yeah. So
Hey, I have a
in case you
I have
guys
a
don't know,
question. Is that
you
okay?
cannot create a character outside the game. You cannot create a character and then leave. If only people who come to play can create a character, right? Otherwise, there's no point in me sparing a sheet for someone who's not gonna even play, right? So I know he might play in the future, but you know, per the rules, how we do things is we do it for a reason, right? Because we had in the past random players waste their time, create a character, and never come back to play, right? Waste of sheets, waste of paper, waste of time, right? So I'm not saying he's a waste of time, but you know, if he's not gonna play, then he will not make one today, in particular, right? You will make the character the day of the day of the game you play, right? So, you have a
Yep.
question?
Yes. The hand axe is a one-handed weapon, yeah? Just to
Yes.
clarify.
Yep, one or two. Okay.
Okay, so my AC is 7 then, because of dexterity and a shield.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do I like level up my character?
You have
Is it
to
just by
gain.
going on quests and stuff?
Quest is not enough unless you're actually winning something from your quest, right? You have to gain experience points to level up. Okay. So if you want to
Okay.
progress, you have to survive and get money and experience. To get money and experience, you have to hunt monsters and treasures. That means you have to find, and if it comes to monsters, you have to kill them. When it comes to treasure, you have to take it as your own property, right? You have to claim it. Okay. So that is how
Um,
you're gonna progress. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more. And when you're narrating like the whole like story play and stuff like that, are you gonna like tell us if there's like treasure near us and stuff?
Yes, yes, of course.
Or okay. Okay, yeah. I'm done.
I always will. Now, most of the time, if you had valuables, would you leave it in the open, right? You would not. You would either lock it up or hide it or both, right? So oftentimes, the monster's treasures will be locked away and hidden, right? So you'll have to interrogate them and find out where they're hiding the silver, for example, right? If you were the monsters, you're visiting. If you were a Viking, you visit the village. The priest is not gonna just leave the silver out in the open. They're gonna hide it under the church somewhere. So the Viking's gonna threaten the priest if he's gonna not show the silver, then he will just kill him and kill all the kids and all the women, right? So you'll have to interrogate the monsters and such, right? You might not. I mean, you can try to find it on your own with your own eyes and skills, right? But it's easier if you use the monsters, right? So that's why you're gonna hunt monsters and treasures. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions or concerns? Very well. Do you guys need a small break before we start? Anyone? Otherwise, we'll get straight into it.
Yeah, I would like to take a small break to make sure I get a drink and stuff. Sorry.
No
If
worries.
you
Yeah.
want it a few times, I will.
All right. Take 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Trapdoor.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been roughly 5 minutes. Hopefully that was a long enough break. Are we back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like most of you are back. J-Man? J-Man's still gone. We'll give him 1 more minute maybe. And we'll move on. Alright, thank you for changing your nicknames, by the way. Appreciate that.
G-Man is writing that he cannot speak.
Okay. Like for the rest of the game, or... Oh, I
No.
see. He needs
Sorry,
perms.
I don't know.
Alright, J-Man, you should be able to speak now.
Thank you. Sorry, it wouldn't let me speak.
Yeah, sorry about that. It might have been because you had to reconnect. Not too sure.
Yeah, I might have to reconnect again because right now I'm outside, but I'm almost done with what I'm doing. So I'll be I have my character sheet right here, so I'll be ready and able when whatever we're doing. Okay, it's like almost done. So
Okay, yeah, no worries. Thanks for letting me know.
By the way, is this the first edition of D&D?
Nope, this is not the first edition. This is 0 edition D&D. BX came before first edition. After White Box, there was BX. And after BX, there was first edition. We were playing a revision of original Dungeons and Dragons. So BX, also known as just old school or original D&D. 0 edition D&D.
Alright, thank you.
Most call it BX, so basic expert. Alright. But yeah, for short, it's just actually edition 0. Yeah. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your party of 4 has formed up for a new adventure. All of you are brand new characters. You've never adventured before. You've just recently formed your small team. And of course, you're seeking adventure, right? You're the few capable men and women of your village that have sought out to hunt down monsters and treasures to help ensure the peace and prosperity of your lands, right? And for today, your village has been mostly peaceful over the past year, ever since it was founded. Of course, it is founded atop the ruins of the past, and they are just kind of getting by, living their lives until recently evil has returned to the land, right? Particularly, one of the ruins not far from here. It has, of course, seen some strange activity. Reportedly, those who venture out near the ruins have noticed, of course, a cold and evil presence. And unfortunately, last night, the northeastern hamlet of your village was visited by a gruesome sight. Those who came by to see what happened to the northeastern hamlet found only a bloody mess made out of the locals and such. Only a few survived the situation, fled to the village, but they say that crazy people came out from the woods and attacked. They brutally attacked, and they ate and chomped and bit at the villagers, right? And you know, they're not sure what happened from there, but the tracks in the morning lead back to those ruins. No one knows exactly what they are, but some think that they could be evil and undead, right? So your crew has been assigned to go out there and scan out the position and hunt down some of those monsters if possible, bring back evidence of what they are, right? No one knows what they are for certain, but they believe that the source of this evil is out at those ruins. They need someone to go out there and find and destroy those, or at least stop them from returning, right? Find out where they are and maybe somehow keep them from coming back, right? Whether it be kill them or trap them or whatever it might be in your mind to fully defeat them, right? So at least temporarily. You will be rewarded if you manage to kill any. If you manage to trap them and then, of course, bring back evidence or be able to prove that you've trapped them, then, of course, you will be rewarded, right? So, what do you think? Are you guys brave enough and you want to go back to this or go out to the ruins and hunt down these undead, this threat to your village?
Is there any way Steven can still join?
He's very late. Hmm. If he wants to play, of course, he's late. But if the whole crew wants to take the time to delay and get him in, that's fine. But try not to be late again, of course. Is anyone objecting? If he does join in late, then it will take time out of your group's time to play, right? It will add 20 minutes, but it will also subtract however long it takes him to create a character. So,
If he's fast, I don't mind.
because we are already 35 in, so we'll have 1.3 hours or whatever. So, yeah, sure, you can join in. No one objects. Yeah, Steven, let me get you permission to speak. Go ahead and start rolling up your character and play by post. Welcome back. But yeah, next time try to join on time.
My apologies. Yeah, I've just rolled up. I did 3d6.
Appreciate it.
3d6 a copy.
Okay.
And
class?
I have a 15 con, right, and a 13 strength. I think. That's definitely the dwarf.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll make a dwarf.
Do you have any preferences on equipment? Steven? Oh.
Yeah, what's up? What did you say, sorry?
Do you have any
Didn't hear.
preferences on equipment?
Pickaxe, preferably.
Okay, sure. Nothing else? No other preferences?
A sackcloth, 2 belt, and sandals. I've got 11 coppers, so I think I can afford that.
Alright, so 7 plus 3 is 10, so you're at 1 left. What's your last item?
I've got 1 copper. do we need to, how much is torches at the moment?
If you buy them, you can't carry them.
Actually, I'll just buy food. With 1 copper, yeah.
All right, you can buy it, but you cannot carry it. So I guess you can use it to feed the crew because most haven't eaten yet.
Yeah, I'll buy my daily rations so I can eat.
Are you willing to share with the rest of the crew? You have 3 rations, but let's see.
I guess I'll.
I think only 2 people
What
bought
would we get a
rations.
penalty?
The characters who
Will
did
I-
not
will I
eat
get-
will get a penalty.
Yeah, we don't need to eat breakfast for now. So if you share them, I'll help you with whatever you need to do if we come back. So
Yeah, I guess I'll feed. I guess if we do know Diddy Dadlin and get straight to the cave, yeah, I'll feed everyone. Yeah, I'll feed myself and whoever else needs food.
Okay. Yeah, you joined the party late, but you're willing to share your food with them, and they accept you into their crew as they already accepted you earlier, right? And on top of that, the
Yep.
bonus is that you help feed them because only 3 of them ate today. So far, only Batunde ate and 2 people of his choice ate. So Batunde, who did you feed of your crew?
I fed NILAH and Billy.
Okay, and then so Steven, your dwarf, will feed yourself and Kent. You have 1 spare ration, which you have to pass off to someone to carry because you have no bag.
I'll carry it in my bag and I'll save it for you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call myself. My character's name will be. So good. I'll go with John.
Okay. All right. That should be it. Just make sure you change your nickname when you get the chance.
Yep.
All right, but yeah, John joins your party a bit late. And John, you're one of the few villagers that have volunteered to join a party of adventurers on their quest to hunt down some undead, right? Last night, your peaceful land was visited by undead that had approached from supposedly a ruin, right? So the ruin is of a old temple not far from here, right? It belongs to the old gods, right? It was a place of worship to make offerings to the old gods, and they believe that these undead they might have spawned from such a place, right? No one knows for certain exactly, but your parties have been tasked up with tracking down these undead to the ruins. These undead came last night, right? And they attacked the village last night. They brutally murdered and killed multiple people, and those people they were killed and dragged off by the undead. They were killed and dragged away, right? So yeah, are you willing to go out and hunt these undead with this small band of adventurers?
Yep, let's go. I'm ready to go in and charge. Yeah, let's
Very
go.
well. Okay, so yeah, so your party early in the morning they set out on foot toward the local ruin of a temple, right? So let me describe it to you just a moment. Yeah. So, of course, there's not much left, but it is a small stone temple ruin out here in the mountainous valley, right? And it's got an old path that you're able to follow if you'd like. An old dirt path. It's overgrown for the most part. But you're making your approach and you're looking for any signs of those undead. And when you get there, of course, it's completely abandoned. You carefully approach, then you see that there's an altar in the middle of it. It's old and cracked and broken. But more importantly, there's a big hole in the middle of the temple ruin, right? Like the ground here has cracked. There's a big crack in the earth here, and you could see that if you're careful, you could maybe climb down, right? The crack is not exactly like a ravine or anything, but it reveals kind of a natural stairway down, right? So not completely even, but this opening in the floor is kind of like this tunnel going sloping downward under the temple ruin, right? And this starts from basically it spirals actually, basically around the shrine or the statue in the middle, right? The altar and everything. So yeah, it looks like there's a spiraling natural step down. Maybe not supernatural, but it's all choked up with rubble and it will be somewhat difficult to climb down, but it is possible. It's safe enough to do so without a rope, right? So a sloping, spiraling passage that leads down and under this ruin. Okay. There's like runes etched in the rocks all over the walls here, right? Old runes. Not too sure what they do, but yeah, this temple ruin's about 30 by 30. Not very large, small temple ruin with some steps that lead up to it. So now that
I'm
you're
gonna
here,
head down.
okay. John begins his way down with his pickaxe. He seems to be leading the way. The rest of you going down the list, starting with Kent. Do you want to fall in or something else? Kent. All right, he's not sure. Billy.
Yeah, sure, I follow.
Okay. Do you want to be
Oh,
behind?
sorry, I thought I was muted. I'll follow John, and I will follow him at a certain distance to make sure in between those two to make sure neither of them fall in case something happens.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's Billy's turn. If you miss your turn, we'll come back to you next time. But try not to interrupt if
Okay.
you miss your turn, because then you're interrupting someone else's turn. Billy, sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I'll follow John 3 yards away.
Okay, so 9 feet out. You're quite far from John. Okay. What about Botunde?
Does it appear to be dark?
Yes, it will get dark if you descend.
Okay. I'll light up a torch. I'll be behind John.
Okay. And for NILAH.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay, you want to go ahead, like ahead of John? Is that what you mean?
No, like behind everyone. Behind everyone. It's
Behind
fine.
everyone?
Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as they're all starting to make their way down and grab out their weapons, prepare torches, John seems to be leading the way. Back to Kent, you were a bit hesitant at the beginning. What's your move?
I will follow in the middle of John and the torchbearer. Make sure they don't fall. Sorry. I'll try to look out for them too, make sure I can catch them in case they do.
Okay, so you try to get in between John and Botunde. So Botunde, you want it to be second rank. So Kent wants to be second rank too, but he wants to be in front of you and behind John. So are you willing to fall back to third, or do you want to be beside Kent? He's kind of like squeezing up and pulling you back so you can be in second instead. Batunde, do you want to resist?
Wait, he's doing that to me?
Yes,
What?
to you. He wants to be in second between you and John.
Is there a way for both of us to be second, or is it like 3 feet?
There is a way you can both be second, but he wants to be between you and John, which means he wants you in third.
It don't matter.
No, I want to be second. Second right
Alright,
away.
I'll be third. Sorry.
Okay.
I only wanted to make sure you didn't fall. Sorry.
All right. So after the confusion is cleared up, you were about to descend, John. As they're figuring out how to make movement down there, did you want to wait on them or go on your own? John? John is hesitating at the stairs.
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah, I'm going down, bro.
Okay, so you went down? Alright, you were kind of hesitating,
Yep.
but now you snap out of it and make your way down. The party follows. Alright, so the whole party's a bit hesitant, but they figure it out eventually, including John. Well, you've descended the stairs now, these natural spiraling steps. They're not exactly natural, but they look kind of natural. It's just all rocky and choked up with rubble, right? When you make your way down, you seem to be descending down into a somewhat domed chamber, right? To give you an idea of what it looks like, it is about the same dimensions as the surface level, right? Which was 30 by 30. So, let's see. Yeah, so you've made your way down, and when you get down here, you find that you've got about a total of 5 exits in this room, okay? So 2 of them are on the north wall, 1 on the east, 1 on the south, and 1 on the west, okay? Every exit in this domed chamber has a wooden door, 3 feet wide, 7 feet tall, okay? And finally, you can see that in here, there's of course the blood trail of those who were dragged away into this place, right? The blood trail seems to be leading toward the south. Right, there's one exit to the south. That door is currently closed though, but you see the blood trail's headed south. Otherwise, the room is empty. Okay.
Room's completely empty. Yeah, I'll follow the blood trail.
All right then.
Maybe
Is it
we
fresh
should-
blood? Is it fresh blood or dried up blood? Can I
It's
touch
dried
it?
blood.
See it?
You can touch it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to see if it's like really old or something.
Yeah, like really old is like crusty, and really old was more like dried, I guess. Like more
How old?
recently dried.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can find out. So, John is checking the blood trail. As he does that, John, do you want to make your way down the stairs first before you check it, or do you want to check the blood trail on the stairs? There's still blood on the stairs too, or the way down, right?
I'll just like be putting my hand on it as I go down and kind of looking at the blood, maybe like grabbing it, see how crusty it is, I guess.
Okay. And the stairs are about 5 feet wide. So you could be 2 abreast if you guys wanted to, but you decided to be single file. So anyway, yeah, John is testing it on the stairs. While he's testing it, does anyone want to go past him and continue into the domed chamber? It's a square domed chamber, right, with 5 exits. Each has a door. So as he's checking that, I'm gonna go down the list. Next up is Botunde, right? Botunde, you're right behind John. He's kind of taking a knee and checking out some blood. Do you want to go around him, or do you want to wait for him, or something else?
Yeah, I'll go examine the northeast entrance.
Okay, there's a door over there. You'll go check it out.
Yeah.
As you do that, Kent, what's your move?
I will check out the main hall, but I'll just go in far enough to make sure everything's clear.
Go in far enough to make sure everything's clear. There's no hallway here.
No, I mean like into the main room. I
oh,
will go
step
into the
down
main
into
room,
it.
making excuse me, the hallway with the 5 doors. Sorry.
There's no hallway. This stair that you're on descends into a 30 by 30 chamber. That's 30 feet by 30 feet. It's a square chamber that has a domed ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there. Just peek inside.
You already can see everything. You're on the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll check out the room and look to see if there's the blood trail in front, or look to see if there's anything basically amiss.
It sounds like Kent is confused. We're gonna move on. Let's see. Billy,
Sorry.
as Kent is figuring out what he's looking for, what is your move? You're on the stairs behind Kent.
I think I'll just stand next to a wall in the main chamber.
All right, you'll go past him and descend into the chamber. Yep. Stand any particular wall or random? There's 4 walls.
The blood trail down to the south, yeah?
Yep. You want to stand at the south
Yeah,
wall?
so I'll stand by the south wall next to the door.
Okay, sounds good. What about Nyla at the rear? Do you want to make your way down into the room too, or something else?
Yeah, I'll make my way down to one of the rooms.
There's only one room down the stairs, of course, but there's 5 exits. Do you want to check out one of the exits? Each exit has a wooden door.
Yeah, I'll check out one exit.
Any particular one? There's 2 north, 1 east, 1 south, 1 west.
One south, the one that's in the south.
Okay, that's where the blood trail is. All right, back
Yeah.
to John. You tested out the blood. What did you want to do to test it? Just touch it to see if it's dry?
Touch it, grab it. You know, in blood, like it look. I know you've seen blood, but crusts up, like crusts up, I guess.
Yeah, so
Depends
the
how
blood
old
is
it
a little
is,
wet
yeah.
still. It's fresh.
Okay, yeah. Sort of running down the stairs, right? I'm trying to get in the room now. I'll get my pickaxe ready too.
Okay, yep. You're making your way down the stairs quickly. You're going to the south door too?
Yep, I got my pickaxe ready.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. And as John is finishing up his inspection and making his way to the south door, we're going to go to Batunde, who went to the northeastern door. Batunde, when you got to that door, what do you want to do?
Wanted to see if it's open.
It's closed.
Push it gently.
Oh, you want to
Okay.
push on it? Okay. All right. Yeah, so the hinges are not on your side, so this will definitely be a push door. And you try pushing it gently. Let me see if it opens.
Yep.
It does not open. Do you want to push it normal or hard? Or do you want to move on?
Yeah, I want to push it hard.
Okay, roll a 6-sider.
Or
You push as hard as you can against the door. You can hear the doors creaking and banging against your weight as you try to push it, right, with your arm and hands, right? Instead of kick, you're just putting your weight against it, leaning up against the door, pushing as hard as you can, and you can just hear it creaking under your weight, but that's it for now. As Botuning is struggling to open a door, we're going to move on. So as he's doing that, then there was Kent. Kent, you're just figuring out where to go or where to look. You're on the stairs still. Do you want to move on or something else?
Yeah, I'll help him push the main northeast door.
Okay.
Help him push it.
Yep, so you're headed toward Botunde to get that door open. And back to Billy and Nyla. So Billy and Nyla went to the south. Billy went to stand by the south door. Nyla, she went to the south door. So starting with Billy, when you got to that south door, did you want to just keep watch or something else?
Yeah, I was mainly I don't know, waiting to see if anyone would come out, but if Nyla and who was it, John, I think,
Yeah.
are entering the room, I will enter behind them.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're not entering it first. You're actually the first one there, I think. So,
Yeah.
okay. You want to wait on them?
Yeah, I will wait for them.
Sure. Right. Nyla, when you got there after Billy, because John's going to be last, of course, right? So, Nyla, when you got up there with Billy, you're at the door now. What do you want to do to it? Do you want to open it or something else?
I want to open it.
Okay. How do you want to open it? You want to push, pull? You want to bang on it, kick at it?
Push.
Push. You want to push gentle, normal, or hard?
Hard.
Okay, you push hard against the door. Roll a 6-sider for me.
Okay.
All right. So the reason why we roll this 6-sider is because there's a risk of your character not being able to force the door open in the first try, right? So the risk of failure means that you don't open it. The risk of success means that you open it, right? You force your body against the door, and if there's a chance that the door is stuck or locked, then of course that force you apply to the door might be able to resist your push. But first, before we even do that, we're gonna check if it's even open or unlocked first before you exert. Turns out that door was not even locked or closed fully. Turns out, it was actually slightly ajar. So, Nyla, when you decided to go up to that door and slam it open with your, at default, your hands, right? You got up there with your hands and you just pushed the door forward as hard as you can. the door swings open, right? And you're able to maybe surprise or cause shock to whatever's behind the door, right? Because you slammed it open immediately, right? And behind the door, all there is a uh, is a tunnel or a corridor. The corridor continues to the west. Okay, so there's just a corridor to the west. That's all, right? So first, the tunnel goes south for about 10 feet and then turns west, right? So rounds the corner. So again, it's a 10-foot tunnel going south, 10-foot corner. And then from that corner, you got a 10-foot corridor going, 10-foot wide corridor going west. Okay, they're standing up here. So, all right. Well, yeah, you slam the door open. There's nothing there. It's just an empty corridor with a blood trail headed south and then west, down the only way you can continue, right? And at that point, also, we're back up with the start of the initiative with John. John, you just made your way down to where Billy was waiting for you and NILAH. NILAH just slammed the door open. So, John, NILAH first. NILAH, as soon as you finish slamming the door open and see that corridor up ahead, what's your move after that?
I'm gonna go inside.
All right, make your way down. Okay.
Yeah.
Or just go inside. Okay, yeah, make your way down. All right, so NILAH begins exploring south.
Yeah.
And she does that. John and Billy, when she starts to do that, actually, Billy has initiative technically. So, Billy, you see, because you're already here, when you see NILAH force the door open and make her way down the corridor past it, do you want to go with her or do you want to wait for John still? Or something else? Billy?
Actually, is it possible that I can go in the front and hold my shield up to like block any projectile that might come?
Yeah, you want to ask her to wait and you want to lead the way instead?
Yeah, sure, NILAH, can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
All right, bear in mind, it's going to get really dark up ahead because the torchbearer's not with your crew, right? I think the torchbearer is
Oh, yeah.
Botunde, who's at the northeast door, okay? Which we'll check on him in a moment. But you guys might want to go get a torch from him first before you continue down this way, unless you want to explore a dark corridor, right? And then, of course, when you got up to them, right, and you're seeing that they're kind of organizing themselves to go down that corridor through the dark, what do you want to do when you get to them, John?
I'm gonna like say to the crew, let's move as a group so we can get through this quickly. Someone prod, someone have the torch, and yeah, I'm just gonna get into formation, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you make a call to the rest of the crew. Hopefully they might follow. We'll see. All right. Back to Botunde and KHENT. You guys together push against that. Is it kicking or pushing against that northeast door?
Pushing.
Okay, together you grab onto the door, you put your weight against it, and collectively you don't even have to roll, right? Your collective force is more than enough.
I was gonna go back to the party after I tried it. So.
Oh, okay, your first attempt. So actually, KHENT. Sorry, but when you got there, KHENT, Botunde is already headed back to the rest of the crew. Do you still want to attempt to open the door, or do you want to?
Nah, I'll go with the crew. I'll go with the crew.
Alright.
I see that the guy called out, and we'll go over there.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so you're all together now, same turn again, and you guys want to reform your ranks. The corridor, by the way, up ahead is 10 feet wide, so you can have two abreast if you want. Maybe shields at the front if you have shields. I think we have two shield guys, so
I think somebody has to go like in front with the torch because it's pretty dark.
yeah, Botunde.
Yeah. Does anyone somebody should prod? Yeah, I'll go out front.
Yep, if you want to
Of
clear
course,
floor
sure.
traps, you need a prodder, so someone with a pole. I don't think anyone in your team has a pole, so you're just gonna have to use your feet to prod. Is that okay? Or you guys wanna?
Yeah.
You guys wanna?
Is there any way Billy can use his weapon to prod?
He has
I
a
use
hand
a
axe.
hand axe,
It's
so
too short.
probably not.
Yeah, remember the hand axe
Yeah.
is a small axe.
Okay.
One-handed
Whatever.
axe.
I'd say we don't prod. It's gonna be inefficient. Let's just move.
You can use the pickaxe, maybe. The dwarf is also closer to the floor. if you want him at the front to prod with the pickaxe. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Yeah, let's go.
And in combat, maybe Billy can replace you, right? So.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like you and Botunde are at the front. Torch, shield, and pickaxe. Second rank, is it gonna be Billy and who?
I'll go with Billy.
Okay,
That's
Ken.
okay.
Alright, Nyla, you're at the rear. Okay, sounds good. You guys are making your way down the corridor now. So first, past the south exit is a 10-foot corridor, okay? 10 feet wide, 10 feet long. Then there's a 10-foot by 10-foot corner. From that corner, the corridor turns to the west now, and now you're moving down the western corridor that is 10 feet wide, continuing west for as far as the torchlight shines, so at least 30 feet. Once you go down, you'll realize the entire, length of the corridor, right? But for now, you cannot see the end of it. You're just making your way down. You are considered to be exploring, which means careful movement, observation, and mapping. It means you move very slow throughout the exploration, right? The characters are prodding, weapons ready, torches waving, right? And looking for any signs of monsters or treasures, of course, or traps in this case too. All right, well, I do have to do some wandering monster checks. We've been down here for a little while. Just one. All right. And so far it's quiet and clear. No signs of monsters except for those blood trail. The blood trail is thinning at this point, but it does continue to the west, okay? And down the passage, okay? So this passage you're in, this corridor, it continues for a total of 50 feet, okay? So it's 50 feet long before it turns to the north, okay? So again, it went 50 feet. This is from east to west. And at the end of the corridor, it turns to the north. The north corridor only continues 10 feet. After that 10 feet, there's another wooden door. But this wooden door, it looks like it has a lock. Maybe, you're not too sure, right? There's a keyhole. Okay? So if you had a thief, they can lockpick it and open it carefully. If you didn't, you have to force it open and break the lock, right? So
I'm gonna smash it open.
alright. You will alert anything behind the door, is that fine?
No.
No?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. John is smashing at the lock or the door. Wait, what particular part you want to smash? The lock? The handle? The hinge? Or there's no hinge on this? Oh, actually, wait. Excuse me. Yeah, there's no hinge on this side.
Is it
Push door.
is it like a modern door where like there's a little thing on the inside, or what kind of door is it? So
It's an old wooden door. The hinges are on the other side, so this would be a push door. You don't see the hinges on this side. So you wouldn't be able to smash the hinges off and then push the door down. Either way, that would take too long anyway. To rip the hinges off.
yeah, I guess I'll try to smash the lock off
Okay.
and then push it.
Yep, you try to smash the lock. And as he does that, as he's smashing at the lock, beside him is, of course, Botunde. As he's doing that, do you want to do anything differently or just wait?
I'll wait. I'll put a shield up.
Sounds good. What about Billy?
Yeah, I'm also just like standing in front of the group with my shield up to protect them from projectiles, I guess.
Okay, sure. Kent?
I will look behind us and guard the rear, watching the mage or the elf. Sorry.
Okay, you want the elf to go into the middle and you want to guard the rear instead?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Since it's a tent, since we're side by side. I
Okay,
will
so
change
side by
sides
side.
with the other person. Yeah, yeah, side by side. Yeah.
Alright, you're side by side with the elf, Nyla. Nyla, do you want to just wait around side by side with Kent or something else?
I'll wait with Kent and just keep alert.
Sure. Any particular direction you want to watch? You can either look
Where
north or
did we
south.
come from? We came from the south.
Yeah, southeast.
I'll look the opposite way.
So the opposite way is to the door then that they're trying to open, or back the way you came, basically. Or just
Back
southeast.
the way we came.
Okay, so you and Kent are looking back the way you came together, right? Your rear guard. All right then. Yeah, you take the pickaxe John, you smashed the handle. The first strike, let's see if you can double the amount of damage here. Roll a 6-sider. You're gonna do a force doors with a pickaxe.
I've got a +1 to strength, so I'll add that to the roll. 4. Oh wait, no, I guess it would be like, oh god, I forgot. Yeah.
No, so how
Well,
that
strength
works, if you
bonus.
have a bonus, right? We're gonna take the
So
3.
I got a 3.
So you basically
So-
got so when you have a bonus, the chances on the 6-sider increase, right? So instead of 1 and 2, it's 1 and 3, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so what you would
Yeah, I
actually
guess
do is
1
you
and
would
3 then.
technically subtract, right? If you have because when you're rolling for low, you want to subtract when you have a good stat. So if you didn't know the bonuses, you would have done a -1, right? If that makes sense.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
That's what I rolled.
Yep.
And then 1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Then
Alright,
add
so
bonuses, I guess.
yeah, so with the 3, -1, it's 2, and a 1 and 2 chance to open a door, right? Or force the door open. So
Mhm.
and then 4 and 6 chance the door is not forced open. Well, yeah, you took the pickaxe, you smashed at the lock, making the hole in the lock area, and additionally, besides smashing into the lock, you also force the door in, right? The lock is hit hard. You exert, you just swing on that handle or the lock. The lock is smashed, right? There's a huge hole in it now, and additionally, the door flies open, or it doesn't really fly open, but it pops open, right? Because the lock is busted. You smash the lock, it like bends, right? The lock and pops open. It breaks where the locking mechanism would be in the wall, right? So it just smashed or bent it, popped it out the wall or the door frame, right? So the door is unlocked now, right? And from there you can just kick it open, right? You smash the lock off, basically. You broke the lock. In response, though, I'm gonna roll a reaction check. All right. In response, after you break the lock, something somewhat favorable happens to you. And that is that, of course, nothing bad happens. But you are able to, open the door if you want. On the other side,
Yep.
there are some people there, right? There's some people. They're just basically resting within a ritual circle of sorts. They are surrounded by old candles that are lit at this time, barely, right? They're dimming candles. On their bodies, there's just they're just naked corpses with carvings in their skin, like etchings of runes, right? But yeah, they're just laying across the floor here, right? And there's this room is 30 by 30, right? It looks like some kind of ritual chamber. It has one other exit. That one other exit is on the western wall, okay? And there's also lastly, there's also basically some vines. Or no, not vines. Yeah, vines. There's vines growing along the eastern wall. And there's definitely like some water, like a little like pond area along the eastern wall, right? That help feed the vines. But yeah, so there's vines on the east wall, another door on the west wall, the ritual circle in the center with all the corpses in the middle. The corpses are that of course, some of the women and children that went missing, right, just the other day. So you can see there's a woman, a child, and an elderly woman as well. Just kind of 3 people in the circle, right, with etchings in them.
I'm gonna head over with my pickaxe ready, but I'm gonna kick them and hold my pickaxe ready to smack them. And then it's his reaction.
Okay.
Smack them in the head.
Yep. So yeah, pickaxe ready. You go up there, prepare to smash their heads. And as you do that, let's see. Right beside you was a Batunde. You want to go up there and help him?
Wait, so the people are alive?
No, there's just 3 corpses in the middle of a ritual circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go with him and I'll put a shield up.
Okay. Yeah. So you and him go over to the corpses in the middle of the room. Shield up. Right behind you guys is Billy. Billy, you want to go with them and help them move up and maybe attack these corpses?
Yeah, I'll move up and just look around that there's no other threat inside.
Okay. Yep. You're looking around for you don't see any other threats, but there's a door to the west and there are vines to the east.
All right.
So do you wanna just follow them or something else? Or do you want to check out one
Yeah,
of those
I'll
other
just
things?
go up to the courses with them and draw my axe,
Okay.
ready to attack if they move.
Sure, yeah. Nyla and Kent. So it's Nyla, when you get up there to the room with them, what's your move?
I'm gonna go inside with them with my dagger ready.
Just follow them over to the ritual circle? Or do you want to do something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Kent,
Yeah,
what
just
about you?
follow them. Yeah.
You want to just fall in as well, Kent, or something else?
I will basically tell them, don't smash the corpses, just kick them. We need to bring back proof. Don't smash any identifying marks, I will say. Because if we bring back proof, we might be able, we can come back to this room, and it sounds bad, but we might have to cut off some stuff on them to make sure they are proven that there's some bad stuff here, and it might be better to leave them maybe for now, but just check to make sure they're not undead.
Okay, that was a lot of things you wanted to say, so they probably were already smashing their heads by the time you got through with everything you said. Yeah. So, unless they wanted to wait and hear you out. So those at the front.
We were preparing, right? So we want to check if there's any movement, and then if there's nothing, then we won't smash our heads in, obviously.
Okay, well they're not
That's why
moving. They're corpses. Or at least you see there are bites in them, right? There's carvings in their skin. They're just three naked bodies in the middle of the circle. Did you want to wait for Ken to finish explaining what he think we should do before you took action, John?
If I shaped them and I kind of checked that they were definitely undead, I'll just head to the middle of the ritual circle, check it out, and see what we're doing.
Okay. So you did move. So you didn't wait for him to finish, or you did?
I didn't.
Okay,
No.
yeah. So you already were up there smashing at heads with Botunde, right? So yeah, you got up to your first corpse.
I didn't smash their heads in. I was just like checking it. I mean, if they are undead, though, I'm gonna smash their heads in.
How do you want to check if they're undead?
I'll just kind of kick them, right?
Okay.
See if they're alive.
Yep, sure. Yeah. So you kick at them, see if they're alive or not. And yeah, so you all are doing that, right? And yeah, you all step in, of course, carefully and quietly. Someone's in the background sharing his own thoughts, but most of you are ignoring him as you kick at these corpses that don't seem to respond at all, and the others just kind of follow along. And as the last man steps in, right, there's a release of weight, and the door behind you guys shuts, right? There's no lock, but it does shut on its own, right? That wooden door with the lock mechanism, you can hear the lock trying to slam shut, right? So behind the door, you can see a mechanism, right, like a trap. There's a weight spring trap under the door, maybe weighted door, and the door swings shut on its own, right? Like pressure plate door. So slams shut on its own, right? You can see like the latches or tries to latch. And as that goes on, from the vines, of course, some people step out, right? So you guys turn to them, they're stepping out. Let me see how many are apparently here. Just a moment. Okay.
I'm not letting them aura farm, by the way. I'm just gonna run at them immediately.
Okay,
Start
just
attacking.
attack them immediately. Alright, then that's fine. Okay.
Are the
So
people like made out of vines, or what do they look like?
there's only 3 of them. And they step out, they're covered in vines, right? But they step out and they are like twitching, right? And like stretching. You can hear them like their flesh and bone cracking a little bit. As they try to animate and come to life, right? They step forward, and immediately some of us respond to that, right? Like immediately John charges them with the pickaxe and swings on them. Botunde, do you want to do the same? Charge with your torch and swing it, head attack with your torch or something else?
Yeah, I'll attack with my shield around him.
Shield? Okay. Use your shield to smash one. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk the torch. And then the fighter, Billy, do you want to charge them with your axe and shield or something else?
Yes.
Okay.
I attack them with my axe.
Sounds good. And Nyla, do you want to charge them with your dagger or something else?
Yeah, charge with the dagger.
Okay. And then Kent, do you want to charge them with your knife or something else?
Yeah, my silver knife. Yes.
Okay. All right then. The five, you charge them. There's three. I'm gonna start with John. John, there's one north, one middle, one south, right? So which one do you want to do? North, middle, or south?
I was in the middle of the bridge, so I guess my closest would be north. Yeah, just go for the north one.
Okay, yep. So you charge the north one. Next is Batunde. You want to charge the north one with John, or middle, or south?
Babatunde, you might.
Batunde.
Hello. I'll go middle.
Okay. And then Billy, middle, north, or south?
No one is charging the south one, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll go charge the south.
Okay. Kent, north, middle, or south?
I'll charge the south with him.
Okay. And Nyla, north, middle, or south?
I'll go middle.
Okay. So John, you're the first one to approach them. You swing your pickaxe. You have more reach than their arms. They step forward with their arms and teeth, and they actually just step at you, just lunge at you and grab, right? But you swing at them with your pickaxe. Roll to hit, 1d20.
Jesus Christ.
So unlucky. First strike, you miss, and here he comes, right? He is not going for your usual attack, though. He is going for a grab. He's just trying to grapple you. He misses. Fortunately, you're able to keep him off of you. You know, he's going after your unarmored armor class, so he's grabbing on you, but you take your pickaxe and you push him back, right? So you block and push. Okay, so you survived that first round of combat, one-on-one. Batunde, you're first to engage your middle enemy, right? He charged you two. You swung you shield bash him. Roll to hit. Actually, you guys have okay, not 20, but you guys have the same initiative technically, because you're using a shield, which is close combat, very close combat. He's using his arms and teeth, right? And he's just trying to grab you. He's not gonna be able to. He rolled too low, and you're able to just shove him into the wall, right, back into the vines. So. They step out. They're splashing the water. You smash into him, back into the water area, the vines. That's a net 20, so it's an automatic hit. Was your goal to damage him, or was your goal to shield bash him into the wall, or push him, topple him over? What was your goal when you hit him? You were trying to just smash him with the shield and do damage, or push him into the vines?
I wanted to do damage.
Okay, you want to do damage instead? All right, so the shield deals 1d2 damage. You do double, so it's 2d2 damage, okay? As you smash him with the shield. A large wooden object, okay? So do 2d2 for damage, okay?
Ooh, jeez.
Maximum, nice. So 4 damage, and let's check if you have a bonus. You have no bonus. All right, so 4 damage. All right, let's see if he survives, okay? All right, so yeah, you hit him once, okay, and you did 4 damage, and he fell over for a moment, okay, but then he starts to get right back up, right? You hit him pretty hard. You shield bashed him really hard. You just ran up and hit him in the face, right? He was moving forward. You just beat his face in. He staggered back and like collapses for a moment, splashes in the water and vines. But you see him about to get back up. Like he just took it like a champ, right? So he's still alive, unfortunately. Okay. So you see that he sustained a lot of damage and he just tanked it, right? All right. So we have one guy's wounded pretty bad though. He got hit for 4 total. All right. All right, next is right beside Batunde was Nyla. She came in with her dagger in close combat and stabs into it. Nyla, go ahead and roll a d20, see if you can hit the target. All right, you missed. So you got up there after he shield bashed it. You got up there trying to get a stab in there, but because you know, it fell over, maybe you stabbed too short, and it avoided your stab. It fell back before you could really cut at it with your dagger.
Can I use one of my rerolls for that?
You sure?
Yeah, I got 4. I'll save the other 3 for emergencies.
Oh, did you buy one recently?
Yeah, I paid you $3 on Cash App.
Okay, yeah. Yep, thanks. Just make sure you let me know when you do that, because sometimes I don't get
Sorry,
notified.
sorry.
Yeah, because I have to assign the role to you. All right, yep, you just used the one just now. That's good. All right. So now you can roll again then. Another d20. Kent was praying for your success. That's a hit. And now you can roll damage. It's going to be 1d4 with a dagger. You have no bonus. Three. Nice. So this one's pretty heavily wounded now. After he fell over by the shield, you got up there, almost kind of missed, but then you stepped a little, or maybe you fell on him now, and you brought your dagger down onto his chest. So you're digging your dagger into his chest now. Got a good hit in there. Looks heavily wounded. Right. You can see this undead it's like shaking and twisting and grabbing, right? And now it's the South crew. So Billy and Kent, but yeah, Billy's first. But what do you roll a 20-sider to see if you can hit? Roll 2.
Yeah, sure.
A 20-sider. Yep. So Kent and Billy, roll when you're ready.
That's 14 plus 2.
Okay. 14 plus 2. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. What about Kent?
Give me a sec. Should I add my 1 or should I just?
Just roll a d20. Nice. Okay. All right. I do have to check on the other zombies. They forgot to attack. So the first zombie that went for the miner, or sorry, John, that one missed, we know, but I forgot the other one in the middle actually gets an attack still. And it went for NILAH, right? In close combat, it went for NILAH. And it grounds on NILAH and bit at her, right? Chomped into her. Okay.
Wait, the middle one already attacked, by the way.
Did it? Oh, okay, my bad. It attacked at BOTUNDE? Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
attacked my shield. Yeah.
Good call. Sorry about that. I got confused. The south one, I mean. So, south one, let me rephrase it. Went for Billy after Billy swung on him. Billy got a hit though, right? So Billy rolled damage. It's gonna be
Yeah, okay.
D6 for damage.
One
You get a
D6.
+2 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're strong. You're very strong.
That's 4 plus 2.
Okay, yep, that's right. So 6 damage total. Let's see if that's enough. It's not enough, but he's pretty badly wounded. You chop down into him, and you're able to hack into his chest, right? So you're trying to kill him, right? So you go for the head or the chest, right? So yeah, he's wounded bad, that one, but he tanks it. You did so much damage that should have been a kill. You chopped right into his heart, and he's still not dead, right? So, right. And then after you chopped into him, of course, Kent with you, Kent stabbed his silvered knife into it, right? And a silvered knife deals 1d2 damage. So, and it's silvered, so it's a -1, but it's a critical hit. So, it's basically you're gonna roll 2d2.
I'll have a strength bonus too, to hit and to damage.
Yep, we're gonna add your bonuses after. So just start with a 2d2. Nice, maximum. All right, I'm gonna double check the silvered quality. I think it's only -1 a hit, not damage, but I'm gonna double check. Silvered quality means that, let's see. Yeah, -1 to hit only. That's it. So it's a softer metal, so it's not as sharp. So it's a -1 to hit.
So I just get a normal to hit them.
Yeah, you got a
Under my
hit
strength.
because it's a nat 20. And then for your strength bonuses, you got a strength bonus of +1, so it's +1 twice because it's double damage. So it's 4 + 2, so it's 6 damage. Okay. So together, you and Billy killed it, right? As Billy hacked into his heart, you got up there close with it too, and you stabbed as he's chopping into his heart. You got up there and you hold the head down. You put your dagger in his throat, right? And you start carving into his throat, and blackish blood, you know, squirts out on your hands, right? So very thick black blood.
Amazing.
Stinks really bad, right? Rotten. So it's a very foul smell, very putrid, right? And yeah, you killed it. It stops moving after that. You guys stab into it, and you hear like a spirit screeching from it, like it is forced out of it, right? It screeches out of the remains, right? The remains go limp, as if it's no longer animated. It just falls limp, right? So there's nothing binding the creature or the spirit to it anymore. You just caused too much or inflicted too much damage to the structural ability of this thing, right? To stand and fight. So, yep, it's gone, right? And one's dead, one down, 2 to go. All right. You killed him before he could really do anything about it, fortunately, because you guys have weapons, and he doesn't. He uses teeth and hands. All right, the North crew. Back to John. Do you want to keep your duel with this guy this round, or something else?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna keep your
Try
1v1.
smack it again.
As you're swinging on him, do you want to like withdraw and swing, or do you want to swing in close combat?
Now I wanna be pushing up, but I'm really engaging this motherfucker.
Okay. You want to just like
Try and protect the team, like.
because he's
hold
grabbing
back.
on you right now, right? He's trying to grab you. And
Oh, he's
he's
trying to
really
grab.
close.
Yeah, I
right?
guess I'm like stepping back then swinging. If you're
Okay.
launching at me. Trying to
Yep,
grab.
he's on you
Yeah.
right now. He's trying to grab on you. So, but you're like shoving him
Yeah.
off. So if you backstep, you have possibly a better chance of swing, right? Because you have more space to swing versus trying to swing
I
in
guess-
close combat.
Yeah, I'll take me close to the party too. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're backing off. You're swinging as you back off, and he's stepping forward trying to grab you again. And Butunde, for this round, you know, you and NILAH got this guy on the ground. You've been doing your best to take him out. He's almost done, right? You wanna just keep smashing him with your shield or something else?
Can I switch to John's target?
Yeah, sure. You can flank it. You want to move in and you want to shield
Yeah.
bash it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You move in to bash him with your shield. And NILAH, you're on your own on this guy. Do you want to just keep stabbing into it or something else?
Yeah, I want to keep stabbing into it.
Okay. And then Billy, after you guys killed the one to the south, do you want to go help NILAH or do you want to go help John or something else, Billy? Billy, did we lose him?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll go help the others.
Who's the others? Which one? Are you indecisive?
So wait, how many people are on the south one?
You and Kent.
Sorry, the middle one.
It's just NILAH left.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll help with the middle one.
Okay. I will have to say, just to be fair, you did hesitate. You will still get up there, but you might not be able to save NILAH in time because you were not certain, right? You were not decisive. Kent, what about you?
I will go help NILAH.
Okay, you were decisive. All right. So, starting with the North group, right? John, you're on your own at first, right? You're backstepping as this monster is trying to lunge at you again. Before you can backstep, the monster has a chance to step at you before you can backstep. So roll a 6-sider for initiative. If you fail, he closes the distance before you could really get some space, right? So roll initiative. You got a 4. You got a 2. Before you could step back, he already got into close range with you and started grabbing on you. And here comes his this time he's just going for a normal bite attack, not a grab. So he's just at this point putting his head forward and trying to chomp you. All right, adds an 11 with bonuses to hit. You're hit. Yeah, unfortunate. John, he reaches out at you, his arms wailing or wrapping around you, not really getting a good grip, but the worst part is the infectious bite. The bite itself is not really painful, but it's the poison that comes with it.
Reroll it.
Reroll the attack? Okay.
Yes, please. I don't want my party member getting an infectious bite.
All right, you pray for him, but bear in mind this chance is a high chance of, you know, for the monster it's a high chance of success. It's almost like a 66% chance of success. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, he only has a 33% chance roughly of not getting bit. All right, here it comes. Nat 20 this time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Let me die.
So this time it's a critical hit. So that means it's right on the neck basically instead, right?
Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, so
I tried.
it bites down hard on your neck instead of like on your hand or wrist, right? So you prayed, right? It wasn't enough, and you know, you put your hand forward, but the monster spited that prayer and just pushed past. You know, this time the devil probably prayed as well or something. I don't know. And the undead got a nat 20 and bit you on the throat and does double damage, right? Total damage. If he gets close enough to bite, that is 14 damage. Rips out John's throat. John's blood from his throat sprays everywhere on the undead. John is killed and actually bit right through his beard. Ripped off a good chunk of
I'm
his beard
sorry,
too.
bud.
Yeah, but yeah, blood goes everywhere. John the dwarf is killed in action. Our brave caller, the mining dwarf John. All right, for your loss, John. Sorry. Thanks for playing. Sorry for your loss. You were brave today. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Right. Maybe next time. Yeah. For the remainder of the game, Steven, you're welcome to spectate or take your leave. Yeah, thanks for playing. See you next time, brother. All right. Hopefully you guys can compensate him, but we'll see if we can even get out of here alive. We still got two
Yeah, if we
enemies.
I'm definitely going to go help his next character.
All right. But Botunde, you came out from the rear, right? Trying to help John. And actually, maybe there's no, I don't think so. They're already too close. So Batunde would have been too late anyway. Yeah, Batunde, you went over there to help John, and by the time you get over there, John's already get his throat bit. You come in from the rear. You rear end the zombie. Go ahead and roll a 20-sider to hit him. You have a high chance of hitting.
17.
Hit. All right. For damage, you're gonna do yeah, another 1d2. So you bash the zombie from
One.
behind. Okay, 1. All right. Unfortunate. Yeah, you kind of just you get close to the behind of the zombie, who is who already just tore out his throat and turns around, right, just barely in time, and you bash at his back, but it's just not really enough. It just kind of beats him forward, right? So you just slam him forward, he kind of steps forward, almost tripping over John maybe, but he's not that weak to trip over him, and yeah, he just kind of pushed forward by your bash for 1 damage. It's not enough to take him down. This guy has not been hit at all yet, so that's his first hit. And this guy's a big guy as well. Covered in vines. A thick zombie. Okay. Alright. The situation was looking good at first, but now it's starting to turn around, right? It's starting to look worse. Okay, so as that was going on, the middle group, it was actually just NILAH and the zombie in the middle. So she was stabbing into his chest, and then the following round she chose to keep stabbing, but she's in close combat with it. This round it chooses to bite at her. The dagger does have initiative, so NILAH, roll a d20 before he bites down on you. Close combat here, because they're pretty close. He's bringing his head toward you, and you're just stabbing into him with your daggers. Yeah, roll a 20-sider to hit. You got an 8? All right, you missed. Well, actually, let's double check your bonuses. You have a 17 dex. You actually got a +2 bonus right there. That brings us to a 10. And with all your other bonuses and penalties, I think that's still a miss, though. Yeah, so you barely miss, but you miss. You try to get a good stab at him, but unfortunately, he, as you try to stab down onto him, he pushes your arm out of the way, right? Aggressively pushes your arm out of the way and, holds your arms back with his own arms or his hands and then bites down on you. Let's see how he does as he bites on you. He gets a 3, fortunately. As he tries to bite at you, you kind of like head bash him back and prevent him from biting down on you, right? So you kind of like prevent that, right? He misses. And then from the rear, coming in to help you is KHENT first. KHENT came in from behind with his silvered knife. KHENT, go ahead and roll to hit with your silver tipped knife. Okay, that's a miss. So Kent came in from behind, despite all his bonuses, right? He goes up from behind, super high chance to hit, but you know, he thrust too short or something, right? Something messed him up. He got up there trying to get a hit in there in the close combat from the rear, and the monster is almost unable to defend itself as he's trying to bite down on her, right? But before he could even reach her or reach the situation, she just kind of head bashed him a little bit. He backs up off of her, and then you just kind of miss your thrust, I suppose. That's how we would interpret that 3. You just roll so low. Yeah, so you just thrust, you miss. The zombie kind of grabs on your arms too, tries to avoid being stabbed. But there's one more guy coming up with his axe, and that's of course Billy. Billy, roll to hit as well. 1d20 when you're ready.
Yeah, 11 plus 2.
Yep. 11. You get a +2 from you get a +1 from your dex. Yeah. All right. So
No, wait, I'm attacking with an axe, so that's +2 from strength.
So in our group, dex does all attack bonuses, strength does all damage bonuses. That's how we do it here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, strength will affect your bow and melee damage. Dex will affect your missile and melee to hit. So because dexterity is hand-eye coordination.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, you got a 14, so that's +1, so a total of 12 to hit. With bonuses and penalties included, it's still a hit. All right, now you can roll damage. It's gonna be a d6 +2.
Alright.
And you're coming from the rear too, so a high chance to hit. So yeah, Kent maybe like tripped or something. He got up there and like maybe tripped and
That's
thrusted and missed. And Billy got up
1
there,
plus 2.
swung. Okay, you got a 1 + 2, so 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just enough. Yeah, you came up there from behind. As Kent misses and grabs on the zombie, kind of trips up almost, right? Almost falls over, but falls against the zombie. Billy got up there, grabbed the zombie from behind, and swung his axe into its the back of its neck and nearly severed the zombie's head off, right? The zombie kind of drops down on his knee as he rips his axe free of its neck, and it dies, right? It falls over. He lets it go, and it just drops dead. So 2 down, 1 to go. That one just killed our dwarf, right? And Botunde just bashed him forward for a moment. Just a love tap from behind. Okay, well, it's a 1v4 now. Okay. Botunde, you want to keep shield bashing this guy or something else?
Nah, I'll do a tactical retreat backwards.
All right, you're gonna, withdraw. If he comes forward, you can hit attack still. So you do a fine withdrawal. You regroup with your guys. He's turning around, getting the charge, and then of course, the other 3, you guys want to move up and attack him or something else?
I'll attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Me
all
too.
3 of you. All right, you all step forward to fight him, and he's coming toward you guys, and Botunde's backing up, and he's gonna pick a random target between the 4 of you. There's too many people, so he's gonna pick one. And he's targeting Billy. So he goes for Billy, and Billy's got the lengthiest weapon. So Billy, before you can close in on any of your guys, unless any of your guys wants to push past you, does anyone want to push past Billy or let Billy get the first strike? Because he's got reach with his
I have
axe.
7 AC, so let me.
I'm gonna let him take the first strike.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, let Billy get the first swing on him. Billy, roll to hit before he can get close.
Yep. 5.
5. All right. That's a miss. So Billy swung and missed, but then of course as he moves into Billy, the other guys flank, right? And then Botunde, you could of course, you backed up and then you can step forward and shield bash, right?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
do
so
that.
you 3 flank him as he's trying to go for Billy, right? So how that's gonna work is as he was targeting Billy, you guys were all moving on the flank. Now we're gonna roll a group initiative, or if you want, you can do individual. That's fine too. If you guys do a group initiative, you are following someone else's lead, right? And that means you will share initiative with that person. Otherwise, you can do individual, right? But the idea is that you guys are trying to flank him before you can get his attack on Billy, right? So you were moving in while Billy was swinging on the enemy's flank. And we're going to see if the enemy got to him before you guys could flank, right? Because he's trying to also move on Billy before you guys could flank him. So does anyone want to do group initiative? All right, Botunde did
Nah, I
individual.
think we should.
Okay. All right, just roll a 6-sider then. All of you roll a 6-sider. You're doing individual initiative. I think this is the last guy. He got a 3, so he's going before Botunde at least. Or actually, Batunde, you have a bonus, right?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. So yeah, you're going after Kent. You're going after 2. Looks like. Oh no, you're going simultaneous. You have +1. Star, roll 1d6 for NILAH initiative. Good job. Oh, that's a fail. Oh wait, no, +2 because you have high dex. So simultaneous. So at the same time that the monster attacks on Billy, NILAH and Kent are stabbing him, right, with their knives and daggers. So NILAH and Kent roll a d20 to hit, and it's simultaneous. So as you're stabbing, he's biting into Billy, right? So here comes his bite against Billy, which is a complete miss. Billy blocked him with his shield. And then, of course, the attack coming in from the flank with high bonuses added. Kent, it's a hit with bonuses included with the flank. NILAH, that's a hit with the flank. So both of you roll damage. It's a d4 for NILAH. She has a dagger. A d2 for Kent. He has a sheathed silver knife. All right, 2 from NILAH. Let's see about Kent. 1 from Kent. +1 bonus.
How about strength?
Yeah, so 4 damage total. He's hit pretty good this time, but it's still not enough. Right, so some light wounds. 1 in the shoulder, 1 in the back. Right, meaty portion of the back somewhere, but nothing too crazy. And he missed his own bite. And then from the other side, Botunde came in with the shield bash. Botunde rolled a hit. 1d20 when you're ready.
By the way, this turn I wanted to like get him down on the ground.
Oh, you want to grapple him down? Just push him to the
Yeah.
floor. Okay. Roll a d20, see if you can make contact. You have a high chance to hit. You're flanking. Hit. All right, roll a 6-sider to see if you can force him down. If you can exert strength. All right, unfortunately, you were not forceful this round. You tried to be forceful, but it wasn't enough. You're pushing with your normal amount of weight, and he resisted really well. He was very sturdy to the point where he pushed you back as you pushed into him. All right, so you're pushing. He's aggressive. He kind of pushes back, and you kind of stumble backwards, right? So he resisted, counter pushed, right? All right. So there's that. So he still survived that round, but at least no one died yet. Okay, the following round, Billy, you want to keep swinging your axe at him or something else?
Yeah, I swung my axe.
Okay. What about Kent and NILAH?
I'll keep
Keep
swinging at him.
stabbing.
Okay. Kent keeps swinging or stabbing. NILAH, same thing. Batunde, you want to keep grappling him down or something else?
Yeah, I'll honestly just try like pushing him away this time.
Shove him away?
Yeah.
Okay. So like push him, because you're in the east of him. So if you push him, he will be pushed into NILAH and Kent, right? They're west. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, I wanted to do like a little step back and be ready to push him back if he comes for me.
Okay, so you're just staying back then, and if he comes for you, you'll push him. Otherwise, you won't do anything. Okay. All right. So you kind of stay out of it. So this round, I'm gonna choose. He's getting kind of whacked around from every angle, so he's gonna change his target possibly. I'm gonna roll a 4-sider, see if he switches target. This time he's going for, that's NILAH. So after being stabbed twice from the rear or the flank, he turns around and starts grabbing at NILAH, right? So as he's turning to NILAH, NILAH and Kent, you have initiative. You're already stabbing into him as he's turning, right? And then Billy's slashing his axe. So all 3 of you roll to hit as he's trying to turn and attack NILAH, right? So 20-sider from each of you.
Nat 1.
Nat 1, darn. It's critical fumble. Ken got a 17, now they got a 13. So basically, Billy, for this round, as you lower your shield again and swing, this time you actually, when you swung, you actually, your axe slipped out of your hand, right? You swung and when you got up, you swung it really hard and your axe kind of flew out of your hand, right? And flew forward. You kind of let go of the axe, right? With the amount of force that you swung with and the weight distribution, your greasy, sweaty, nervous hands, your axe slipped free of your hand and it went flying across the room. So, yep. And then, of course, that's your critical fumble. And the zombie, of course, turns toward Kent and NILAH, who hit it. Both of you hit, roll damage. It's a D2 from Kent and a D4 from NILAH. All right, that's 2 from Kent, +1, so that's 3. And then from NILAH, that's 3. 6 damage total this round. And before he can finish turning around to take down NILAH, They both shanked him. Nyla got him in the face this time, and Kent got him in the chest, and that was enough to bring him to the floor. You rip out your blades, and it goes limp. The last one is killed. Congratulations, you won this fight. We are nearing the end of game time, or we are past our limit actually. And on your victory, you actually hear footsteps from the west and approaching enemy force, right? So to wrap this up, you guys will quickly loot up and get out of here with your loot and rewards,
Yep.
okay?
Yeah.
So we gotta wrap up this game. If you have any objections, concerns, or questions, let me know. But I'm just gonna wrap up the game, and yeah. So basically, your crew will grab their dead, grab their loot, and head out. Right? You'll pick up. Based on the fact that there's only 4 of you left, one of you will be in charge because you can't be too slow about this, right? So one of you will be in charge of, since there's an encounter on the way, you cannot carry anything too heavy. So one person will grab John's loot to pass on to his next of kin, right? Because you can't carry John out of him. He's out of here. He's too heavy. One of you will hack at heads and carry the heads out. So particularly the zombie heads, right? They could be valued. They're evidence of a great evil, right? You get paid for taking down some vine-covered zombies, right? So proof of your monster kills, right? And then of course, one of you can grab whatever loot is well, I don't think there's any other loot here. Yeah, the zombie heads.
I just want to grab my axe.
Yep, you can grab your axe, you can grab John's gear. As for the people, the corpses in here, there's not much you can take for evidence. You can't hacking off their heads wouldn't be really. I mean, you could if you want, but it might not look good. It might look like you killed them yourselves or something, right? So, yeah, the villager heads or the villager corpses, you might have to come back for them another time. At least you know they're there. And you can just let them know that, yeah, this is the place. This is where they were dragged off to, right? The grandma, the mother, and the son were taken here. So, or yeah, basically that was what happened. The family that was living out there, of course, what happened last night was undead forced their way into their house and attacked. And basically when they attacked the father of the household, he ran away to report what happened. But the others, and he carried off his daughter, you know. The others weren't too lucky, you know. In the midst of the chaos, the monsters scared off everyone. Everyone fled. The hamlet and the zombies dragged off these corpses to this place. Maybe there were more, but yeah. Anyway, to wrap things up, though, you do get back to the village. You escape the dungeon. Or actually, let me double check. Do you guys know the way out of here? So let's say you hear footsteps in the west. You have one exit to the south. You go down. There's only one way forward. Your torchbearer, by the way, has to replace his torches. I forgot to do that. So at some point, he did have to replace his torch because the first torch would have definitely gone out by now. So he's down 2 torches, actually. So he's got 3 in reserve. Let's see. Because we have to expend resources to be down here. And so, yeah, but Batunde, yeah, you're retreating. The only way out so far seems east, but the confusing part is when you finish going down this tunnel and you go north and out into the first chamber, there's 4 other exits, which are those doors, and there's a spiraling stair. Which one do you want to take?
Yeah, we're going to the stairs.
Okay, yep, and that's out. So
before we retreat, can I chop off a zombie's head?
Yeah, we took the heads. That's already been declared.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Okay. Yep, so you took that as proof of your kills, monster kills, right?
Yeah.
And then now it's time to go over the rewards for your victory. So, all right. First of all, we'll start with the zombies. Their value. So, for going out there to hunt down the enemies of the village, right? These powerful spirits or undead that visited yesterday and, of course, stole away or attacked the villagers and carried off some of their victims, right? The zombies here, each of them rewarded your team 20 points of experience, so that's 60 points total. Additionally, they had bounties placed on their heads, and the village had placed a bounty of 20 coppers on each of their heads, right? So they pull in some money, 20 days pay per monster that you hunted down. So you hunted down 3 of them, right? So 3 of those zombies that came by and took away villagers. So you got paid 60 days pay just now for hunting 3 of them down because they're extremely deadly typically, right? They're really hard to kill, especially if you're on your own. So yeah, you guys got 60 coppers for that, you know, and then for the reward money. Next, I think that was it. For declaring, of course, you told them that the remains were there, so they might have a bounty on the recovery of those remains. So if anyone's willing to go back next time and carry the remains back to the village, you will be rewarded for that, right? But you can't get rewarded yet until you bring back those remains, including, of course, your comrades, John's remains, right? But yeah, you've done a service to your village. You're at the cost of one of your crewmates and the risk of your own lives. You destroy 3 of the village's enemies so that they can no longer cause any harm for the village in the future, right? So 3 of the enemy have been destroyed. So it's 1 for 3. So technically it's a pretty good win, right? So yeah, good job. You guys were successful. I'm going to divvy out the loot. So there were 5 of you total. If you guys want to compensate John, you can divvy it up with him too. So if you want to divvy it up equally, we can divide it by 5 both times. So that means every crew member can get 12 XP and 12 coppers. Is that agreeable, or do you guys want to change it?
I think for XP, we should get it, but the money we can split.
Okay, so John will still get 12, but it's not really worth it to give him XP, right? So you guys will split that among yourselves only then. Is that fine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be 15 XP for the survivors, but then 12 coppers for everyone. Okay. So yep, you all are at 15 points of XP. Now I know that some of you follow me on or follow our socials and all that, and you have other bonuses. Perhaps 15 might give you a maximum of 1 or 2 extra XP. So I'm just gonna kind of give a rough idea. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because it's not a lot of XP anyway. But I do know for a fact that BOTUNDE or Tulio is a huge supporter here. So you're gonna get, instead of, because the highest bonus I think you can get from 15 is 2 maybe. So you're gonna get 2. So you'll get 17 XP instead of or not 17, sorry. It's 12 XP, right? No wait, it's 15. Yeah, so 17. So you'll get 17. Okay.
Thank you.
And then Billy, I know you're kind of new here still, and I don't know if you really support our group fully yet, but if you do in the future, you will get a higher bonus. For now, I'm willing to give you 1 extra XP. You're at 16. But yeah, if you want to fully support our group, you can subscribe to our socials, right? Which are, our group's YouTube channel, Twitch, Instagrams, and all that. All right, if you're interested in the future, you don't have to. But yeah, for now, I will give you 1 extra XP as a bonus. And for Kent, I know you fully support our group as well, so you were going to get 17. And then NILAH, I think you somewhat support the group as well, just like Billy, but I don't know if you fully support our group yet. So you're going to get 16. Now, if you don't support the group at all yet, because you're brand new, you would get 15, but none of you are brand new, so I'm not going to give any of you 15. You all get 1 extra XP, at least. Except for John, he gets none because he died. But he does get money. You all got 12 coppers today. So, NILAH, you're at 13. Kent, you're at 12. Oops. All right. And then BOTUNDE, you're at 12 as well. Okay. And Billy, you're at 12. All right. John will be at 12 as well. So if and when Steven comes back to play, he can play as John's next of kin and inherit some of that money. But to wrap up our game, technically this is the end. Thank you guys for playing. Hope you guys had fun. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, please let me know. But otherwise, we will enter our last part of the game, which is optional. If you don't want to stick around, please let me know for this last part. If you need to head out now, that's fine. But yeah, thanks. This is indeed the end of the standard game. So thank you again for playing. Hope you guys had fun. You guys did actually succeed really well today, despite your loss. You won more than you lost today. So good job. Does anyone need to head out immediately? Otherwise, we'll be heading into our final part, which is post-game.
I'm good for post game.
Okay. Anyone need to?
I'll do
Okay, we'll do post-game. All right, very well. Sounds like everyone's still willing to stick around for post game. So, one at a time, you guys will take turns and decide what your character does after the adventure, right? How they spend their off time. So, starting with Billy the Fighter. After your adventure, it's time to celebrate, maybe, or upgrade your character, or enjoy, of course, your hard-earned rewards, right? So, you have 12 copper, 16 experience points. What do you want to do after the adventure?
All right, guys. Should I buy a helmet? What do you guys think? I need advice.
I would definitely buy food for next time.
Oh yeah,
Maybe buy what do you have as a weapon?
a hand axe.
I would buy a shield. It would be better.
I have a shield.
Oh, will helmet give AC? Ekin?
Yes, it
DM,
does.
sorry.
Head protection, AC, bonus, lots of good things from a helmet.
Okay. I would get that plus some food for next time. That's all I would say. And if you don't have a sack.
All right, Billy, what's your choice? You've got some advice now.
Do I have a sack?
You don't have a sack yet. You want one?
How much is it?
A K sack is one. A sack is one as well. The difference is a K sack carries less, but you can wear it, and a sack carries a little more, but you can't wear it. Right? You have to carry it.
I'll get the one that I can wear.
Okay, the K sack sounds good. Knapsack, rucksack.
All right, and then I'll buy what's it called, one ration
Okay. Yep.
and a helmet.
Rations come in 3 no matter what. So
Yeah.
you're good, but
So also today,
Yeah,
I
okay.
forgot, you do have to pay for upkeep, feed your characters. So your character only ate breakfasts today. He needs to eat lunch and dinner. If you don't eat all 3 meals, your character gets weaker, right? Food is your fuel. So you're actually at 1 ration out of your 3 because you had to eat breakfast or you had to eat lunch and dinner still. And then of course, you wanted to buy a helmet too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're down at 0 coppers at the end of this adventure.
And I can do a free time activity, yeah?
As long as it doesn't cost money. Yeah.
Can I? Okay, is it?
Because you're out of money.
Oh, hold on. Can I be a lumberjack, like with my axe, cut wood for
Possibly.
money?
So if you do work during your free time, there's a risk of death during your free time. Because when you go out to get wood, there are monsters in the woods, remember? So you can die while you're out cutting wood. So most characters spend their free time in the village where it's safe, right? So if you go collecting wood or you go fishing or you go hunting, you can die while doing that, right?
Hmm.
So you can die in between adventures. You will come back and I'll tell you, oh, your character died while trying to collect wood because there were monsters out there, right? You want to take that risk?
No, I think I'll just stay in the village then.
Okay. So you're in the village. Is there anything else you want to do while
I mean, like,
characters
what
rest?
can I do with high strength in the village?
Uh,
I don't know. Can I offer myself for manual labor?
you could, but your character
A
needs
few
free
hours.
time, right? So he already has a job and he worked today. And if he works a second shift, which you're about to put him through, right? He will gain stress. He'll gain insanity, right? So your character has 8 hours of work usually, right? High intense work like adventuring. Your life is on the line. Like today he fought zombies, right? And then of course they need 8 hours to decompress. So that's like doing anything leisurely, like fun, like, to give them endorphins to make them happy. So working can make you happy, but it can also stress you out, right? And it's physically draining. It's energy taking, right? So you usually want to do an activity for fun that doesn't cost you much energy, right? Or if it does, at least it's not a ton, right, of energy.
But like, if it's only 3 hours.
Yeah, sure, if you want, but then, an 8-hour shift doing a normal job gives you 1 copper. So if you do a 3-hour shift doing a normal job, you would not get a full copper yet, right?
Oh, right.
Does that make sense? So that's why adventuring is such an incentivizing job, because you get 20 days pay, like that's like $2,000, right, for 1 day's work, right? So like
Yeah, I get it.
yeah, if you get paid,
I'll just
yeah.
then chill out, I guess.
Yep.
Mm.
Your characters have their own lives, so when you're not playing, they can go do their own thing, right? So You just like let your character off the hook. He just goes and does his own thing. So, all right, yep. Batunde, you're next. After the adventure, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do his own thing.
Okay, you have nothing in mind. All right, yeah, Batunde goes and do his own thing. All right. Kent, would you like to do anything after the adventure?
I would like to buy a copper. Shield is 5 copper pieces, right?
Yes.
Yes. And how much is a mace? 3, right? Or 5?
5.
5. Okay. I'd like to buy those 2. Can I sell my silver tip dagger?
Your silver tip knife?
Yeah, nice.
For 1 copper, yeah.
Okay. Then I will get 6 rations with 2 coppers. Let's see what else I might need. How much is a K-sack? I have a sack, but I don't have a K-sack.
Yeah, but K-sack is
copper?
1 copper.
I have a sack and a K-sack and 6 rations.
Oh, real quick, Batunde, you did have to feed yourself. It cost it 1 copper to get yourself lunch and dinner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And with those rations, I will give everyone 1 more meal, so they don't have to spend 1 more meal. The 3 surviving members, and then I'll have the rest of the meal for myself, the rest of the meal, and then I'll keep a couple of rations, whatever I has left.
You're making this a little complicated because some people are already feeding themselves. So let's just stick to your own stuff
Okay,
first.
never mind. Yeah, I'll just get my own stuff then. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because as you can tell, if we're gonna account for that, then we have to reverse what they just did, right? And then because they just fed
Okay,
themselves,
never mind.
right?
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, let's say that this all happened simultaneously. So you're planning to maybe buy food for others, but then they already fed themselves, so you can buy food for anyone else who after their post game chose not to buy food for themselves. You can feed them after. But again, let's go over your own stuff first. You bought yourself a mace. You bought yourself what was it? A shield?
Yes, and a K-sack. And
A
I sold
K-sack.
my silver knife.
Okay. So your silver knife pays
I
for your
bought 6
K-sack.
rations.
Yep, and you bought 6 more rations, and you got to eat 2 of them. So you're down to
Yep.
5 or 4 plus your 1, so it's 5 rations total on your character. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, good. Thank you.
Actually, but except instead of buying a K-sack, I'll keep the sack. But I'm going to silver tip. How much is it to silver tip my mace?
It's 5 more coppers. You already bought a K-sack. We have to be more decisive. So once you buy something,
Oh,
you already
sorry.
buy it. You have to sell it.
All right, keep it.
And K-sack's not worth anything, so we just lose a copper. Once I write it down on your sheet, it's already been purchased. Right. So.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Yep, that'll be all your money. All right, thank you. And then NILAH, you're next. How did you want to spend your time after the adventure?
Is there a way that I can upgrade my dagger?
Sure.
How much would that be?
Depends on what you want your dagger to do first. So to upgrade it, you want to upgrade it where it's like master craft it, so it's like lighter weight, or do you want to make it heavier, or do you want to make it lighter, or do you want to make
I'll make
it
it
silver?
sharper.
Sharper? Okay. Let me see if we can do that. It's already pretty sharp. Let's see. Okay, so
Okay.
checking for you.
Then can I?
Yeah, so if you want to make it sharper but the same weight, you want it to get it heavy, so more a tougher material, but then masterworked. So masterworking it will have its weight, and that costs 10 times its normal cost. So that would be 30 coppers to masterwork it. And then of course, you would only have to pay the difference though, so about 27. After that, you want it to get heavy, so double the material or strength, right? So you can get a sharper blade, a stronger type of metal, right? In that case, that would, let's see, heavy would double. So another 3 coppers then total. If you want, you can just get a heavier dagger, right? A heavier dagger, it's a stronger metal. It weighs like 2 pounds. It's not that much heavier, but it costs 3
How
coppers to
much would
make your,
that be?
yeah, it's just
Oh,
3 coppers.
okay. Yeah, can I get that?
You will have a heavy dagger. And the difference of heavy dagger is that it's double the weight and double the cost. But of course, you get +1 damage. It hits harder, right? Or it stabs deeper. So, all right. So, yeah.
And then, can I upgrade my shoes to boots?
You have sandals. But yeah, if you want boots instead, they're way better. Boots, you will march through more terrain easier. If you will be more protected, all that stuff, all sorts of good stuff from boots. Yeah, sure. You can.
How
Your
much is
sandals
it?
are not worth anything, but you can buy boots. Boots are 5 coppers total, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 5 coppers for a pair of boots. Is that fine?
Yeah.
It's one of the best footwear you can get. All right, so you've got boots on. Some leather boots. You've got yourself a heavy dagger. All right, you spent 8 so far. You're at 5 left.
Can I get rations?
Sure, you have a K-Sec already, so how much do you want to spend toward rations? You still need to eat 2 pounds. You have 5 coppers.
1.
1? Okay, so you have 4 coppers left. You ate 2 pounds, you have 1 ration left. 1 pound of rations left. Okay, which will be enough for breakfast the next game you play. So, all right, is that it?
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Thank you guys for playing. That will be it for post game and for this game in particular. Yep, hope you guys had fun. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Well, you know.
Cheers.